All right, guys. So let's spice it up, okay? I'm telling you one of my favorites, okay? And I have lots of them, but I'm telling you the spice set right here. And we do not have this opportunity all the time. I mean, we haven't even had the small spice shakers. We haven't had the carousel. And so I would not wait. And if you don't have them yourself, you need to stock up on them because once you have them, you're going to sell them because you're going to fall in love with them. And you can do your TikToks and your reels and whatever with your spice shaker carousel. Okay. So right now we have the carousel. Guys, it's so small. Okay. But you can fit 16. Okay, this will drive me crazy because it's crooked. There we go. 16 spices on here, okay? 8 of the large ones on the bottom, 8 of the small ones on the top, okay? And did you know you can take those small ones and double them up, okay, and make room for more. So whatever works for you in your pantry, however you're using your spices, and you can make this 24 spices. You can make it 32 spices, whatever works for you, okay? Oops, don't spin too fast. I actually have three spice carousels. Yes, I do. Okay. I'm telling you, if you want your foods to taste a little healthier, not healthier, sorry, take that back. If you want to spice up your dinners, your lunches, and you want your kids and your husband to eat, you need to add some flavor. Okay. So spices will bring out the natural flavors of your meats and vegetables and enhance them without adding calories, but adding vitamins, nutrients that you need and want. Okay. So lots of health benefits with your spices. So we got the 4-ounce. You got your 4-ounce shaker right here, and our spice shakers have 2 sides to them. Okay, so one side, and I meant to bring a teaspoon up here, is your teaspoon leveler. Okay, so right here, you get a teaspoon down the side of there, and you can level it right there. So if you're a baker and you need exact measurements, you have that little leveling side right there too. Okay, and if you need a tablespoon, how many teaspoons does it take? Who knows? Right in the chat. Who knows how many teaspoons in a tablespoon? All right. Yay, very good, Bonnie and Stephanie. Thanks, Stephanie. All right. So that's your 4-ounce size right there. And of course, here is your 8-ounce. Okay, that's your large one. Okay. So usually I use these for my most used spices get the larger spice shakers. Okay. Mine not so used, or they don't go as fast, are going to go into my smaller spice shakers. Okay. The less air, the better. And that's the same theory as your modular mates. All right. So your spice shaker sets are your companion to your modular mates. What they do for your modular mates are going to do for your spices. And did you know that spices are like the most expensive product in your pantry? They are. They're more than gold. Okay. So you want to make sure you're keeping them fresh for longer. And when you buy those jars at the grocery store, okay, and they're really pretty and they're really cute, and you use them once, and like, don't you feel guilty throwing away this perfectly good jar? Okay, I do a lot of recycling, but still, okay, if you are fortunate enough, and you can also go online and buy in bulk, I highly suggest buying in bulk. And I'm going to share just a little chart with you guys. Let me pop this up for you guys. Hold on a second. Share my screen. Here we go. And let me find the right picture. Here it is. Okay, guys, this was done pre-COVID and a few years before that. Okay, so I priced out at the local grocery store, and I'm not talking about crazy spices that you never use. All right, cayenne pepper, black pepper, chili powder, cinnamon, nutmeg, oregano. These are things that you usually are going to be using. Okay, I priced them out. And I usually, when I'm doing my live demonstrations, I go right to these numbers right here. I tell them, if I would have bought these 16 spices at the local grocery store, okay, it would have cost me $742 to fill up my spice rack. Guys, and then I have them guess, how much do you think? Okay, now I'm fortunate enough to live near an Amish community, and they have the bulk food stores, so I go there. Okay, there's also online buying in bulk and all that. Okay, and you can find your favorites. Okay, $122. That is a $600 markup. Okay, that's crazy insane. All right, and because how much are those bottles? How much are they? They're a little 1/2 ounce, 1 ounce container, right, guys? Those little, I want to say the M word. You know what I'm talking about, okay? Plus, when you open up that spice jar, they say they're probably going to stay fresh maybe a month or 3 months, okay? in our Tupperware spice shakers, guys, you're going to have your spices fresh for not just months. You can have them fresh in here for years, just like your module mates, okay? So notice the sides of these are a little frosted, okay? That is so the light doesn't hit your spices and wears them down, okay? I don't know if that's the right word, but you know what I'm talking about, okay? The other thing, if you want to test your spices, if you rub them in your hands, they don't have the aroma, like your nutmeg doesn't smell like nutmeg, then it's probably too old, okay? So you want to get rid of that. How many of you guys have spices as long as you've been married? Anybody? Who's been married for 10 plus years? I've been married for 30 years. I think I finally got rid of them all, okay? They're on my Tupperware containers now. Also, look how nice and organized. You're gonna feel so happy. When you declutter, you can focus better. So when you're making your recipes, you can quickly go and find all the spices you need, okay? Really quickly. So I highly suggest these cute little labels. All right, you can get the pre-printed labels. I think you can find them on Amazon. Before that, I used a label maker. Okay, you could use a Sharpie if you really wanted to. But I don't have very good handwriting. So, because it's 6 in the morning when you think you're sprinkling the cinnamon on your son's oatmeal, and it really was chipotle seasoning, and he's yelling at you, and I'm like, yeah, and he goes, no, Mom. Guess what he got for breakfast? Yeah, we had to go to McDonald's. All right. So all your spices start looking alike. So unless you want to poke your finger in every single spice container, you definitely want to label them. Okay. So not only for spices, I love these for lots of other things. Okay. How about baby powder? Yeah. You know that baby powder bottle? It squishes, and when you squeeze it, it all goes poofy in the air. You want to throw a little spice shaker in your diaper bag with some baby powder, and then you can use the side that sprinkles. Okay. How about, this is my favorite. I don't know about you, but in the kitchen, we have very sharp objects, and that seems to be mainly where I get cut, right? And where do we keep our Band-Aids? I don't know about you guys, but in the beginning, I had my Band-Aids in the bathroom, right? Makes sense, right? No, because then you have to leave a trail of blood to the bathroom and go, like, and you're screaming and yelling. I don't know about you, but I did. Guess what? Actually, the top looks like a Band-Aid, doesn't it? Nice little package of Band-Aids right here, because that Band-Aid box, I don't know, it's like deteriorates after a couple uses. All right. So have your Band-Aids in the kitchen. You're going to get cut the most. All right. Love this for my toothpicks. All right. Let me guys have an open cute little vase of toothpicks on your countertops. Have you looked inside? I'll let you do that. Okay. So great for toothpicks. Great if you're traveling, going to picnics, whatever, to put your toothpicks on the side of here. Oh, you know what else? Crayons. Crayons are great in here. How many guys have little kids and maybe you go to church or you're in the car for a long drive and you want to have something fun for them to do? Crayons. I love Crayola, but their box doesn't last very long. So great again for crayons. And if you happen to keep them in the car in the sunlight, at least it'll melt in here, not all over the car seat. All right. So lots of uses for this. Now I'm going to share another one of my favorite things. You want to save money, of course, buy in bulk. But second, make your own spice blends. All right. So I'm going to share some spice blends for you, and I will post these memes on the Champion site for you. Okay. Right here. Here we go. Let's see where we are. We got some pictures somewhere. Oh, here's one. Southwest Chipotle. Southwest Chipotle. Got it right here. I am telling you, this is probably one of my favorite spices right here. Okay. Paprika, cumin. You're going to put it in a bowl. You want to make sure you whisk it up or shake it up really well. And so it all blends really nicely. I choose not to put sugar. So that's what's so nice about making your own spice blends. One, it's going to cost you less. And two, you're going to control the sodium and the sugar. Okay. If you don't want to use sugar, you don't have to. You don't want to put any salt in there, you don't have to. Okay. So you control the ingredients. You're not putting fillers in here. You're not adding preservatives in here. You're making your own spice blends. All right. So love the Southwest Chipotle. Another one of my favorites, and this is probably my husband's favorite. Yeah, the Italian herb. Okay. There's lots of different recipes out there. This is one of my favorites, of course. The oregano, the basil, the parsley, the onion powder, garlic powder, a little bit of salt. I usually don't put that much salt in there, and a little bit of crushed red pepper. Okay. And again, just whisk it all together. You can use this anywhere from salad dressings to marinades to your pasta sauces to spicing up some chicken. Okay. And what did I use tonight? Did I use this one tonight? No, I used a different one. Anyway, let's see what else we got. It is the season for pumpkin spice, guys. This is a great one. I don't know if it aired yet or not, but I did the spice demo and I did the pumpkin spice latte. When did I do that? I did it not long ago. Made the pumpkin spice latte. Okay, so when you're doing your cold brew and you take your coffee grounds and you're gonna mix in a tablespoon of your pumpkin spice into the coffee grounds, shake it up, and then do your cold brew, you're gonna have that pumpkin spice flavored cold brew. Okay, then you can add your heated milk to that and some caramel sauce and whatever else you like. You can use this for pumpkin pies. Okay, any of your fall recipes that need that pumpkin spice flavoring. And if you don't have ginger, that's okay. All right. Add a little more nutmeg or not so much nutmeg. Okay. A little too much nutmeg is not good. Okay. I forget why, but it's not. Maybe someone else knows. All right. So anyway, did you know that cinnamon is really, really good for you? It controls your blood sugar levels. So I love cinnamon. A lot of things. They did a test with apple pies and they gave people apple pie for a week and they were expecting the sugar levels to spike. They actually found that their sugar levels stayed nice and even because of the cinnamon. Okay. Cinnamon is also a appetite depressant. Did I say that right? So it makes you feel fuller longer. So I'm always sprinkling cinnamon in my oatmeal in the morning. Okay. So that way I'm not so hungry an hour later. Okay. So it helps you with that too. I think that's all the photos. And then there's this one that has all the different spice blends. When we had spice blends from Tupperware, they gave us the homemade recipes that we could do it ourselves. Okay. So there's a cinnamon vanilla and there's the chipotle and the Italian. What else we got here? And then just a picture of the carousels. Okay. So I highly recommend the Spice Shaker Carousel. So I've got one with all my my herbs and my spice blends. I have another one with all my baking things that I'm going to use all the time for baking, like my cinnamon and nutmeg, cloves and those kind of things for baking. You could have another one just with all your sprinkles. Okay, if you're a cake decorator or cookie decorator, you have all those sprinkles going on. So you can have another one just for sprinkles. So you can use several of these in your home and just spin around and have fun with it. So, and how much is that set on sale for? Right now, $69. You want to have $250 profit in one night? You want to sell in sets, okay? And this is a great one. And later on when the sale is over, and this is another one you could do, buy these sets ahead of time, okay? And then when you go to your parties, okay, you can sell them cash and carry. Yeah, because I don't know about you, but when I buy something like this, I want it right away. All right. Because I want to get excited, I want to get organized, and I want to get money saved. So all right, Pam, who's next?